Hey, hey. Go and get your ball, honey. I've just had to go all the way back to the car because there were some bangs and Ebby took off. And honey and I walked back to the car and there she was. So basically I've left her there, you know. She's 16 now. She gets tired when we come out sometimes, and you know, if I have to regard her a bit like my mother, you know, which is when she says she wants to go home, best thing to do is agree, or at least say, well, you go and sit there for a wee while and I'll be with you shortly. So that's what we're doing. It's beautiful here, isn't it? And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the snow still on the boughs. I better do the time really, haven't I? So let's have a look. 7:52 now, goodness me. Oh, look at that, guys. We have got a sun with a disc. Beautiful. Lovely. Yes, so I was talking before the break. The break. Sound like I'm some kind of a television programme. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm my own television programme. Yeah, I have decided that what I really want to do is, I am aware of all the horribleness in the world, and it's that makes me, and obviously many of you, want to change things. But I don't want to keep focusing on it anymore. You know, yeah, I know there's chemtrails. I do believe there's some kind of war going on up there. Look at the colour of the sky. It's never really blue. It's as if it's being screened off for us not to see. I'm aware of all of the negatives. I don't want to go into them. I don't want to put my attention or intention to think of them. And look at all up there. These are absolutely gorgeous for the fire. See if I can find any down here. And when they burn, they open up, these little things. They open up and they are like roses. And they just glow. It's just beautiful. Right. So what I am going to do is I'm doing as much research as I can about the things that I am aware. Just let that bathe on me for a moment. The things that I am aware that's good for me. And things that are good for me are food, air and water. And then company, friendship, love. So I'm focusing my attention to those. And you may know I've been doing this grounding now for 3 weeks. I have a grounding sheet because I was grounding myself on my walks by walking barefoot. And what I found was that, you know, there were a couple of days it was so cold I couldn't even, you know, if I'd have put my foot onto the earth, I felt it would have stuck there. Go and bring your ball, honey. So I wanted to find another way that I could ground myself that wasn't dependent upon the weather. I mean, I can walk in the rain. I love walking barefoot in the rain. I love being in the rain. But sometimes it's just so cold. It's just, you know, you'd be foolish really if your feet have not been prepared. And as I said in the last video, my feet have been waiting 53 years for this. Really, 52, 53 years. So I need to be gentle with them. And these pine cones here are lovely as well. And what's happening at the moment is you keep coming across these little shallow places where, like here, you can see there's little dug holes like this. And they're all around these kind of trees. And this is where the squirrels have buried their stash. And they come out and get them. And then discard the cones, I guess. And it's lovely. It's like everywhere I look, there's little mounds, and then you see all the cones. Grounding has, especially the grounding sheet, the one thing that they say about the grounding sheet is that when you first get it, you might want to sleep, and that's because the sleep that we are used to has not really been a beneficial sleep. It has been a sleep where we are isolating ourselves and actually surrounding ourselves by some of the most harmful electrics, really, and electronics. And the bedroom's one of the worst places. So for the first 2 weeks, I must admit, I was sleeping so much, you know. I really did sleep a great deal. But the sleep was different. And I really enjoyed the sleep. I wake up feeling great. I'm not in a mood. I'm not angry at the world like I used to be. I'm not really angry at people. I did have a bit of a rant the other day. But, you know, this channel is for me, really, to put down my thoughts, my feelings. And sometimes, you know, people will come onto the channel and well, I don't know what they do. It's done in a very, very subtle way to make you feel less than. And I've never liked that. There's no need for it at all. You know, I am entitled to my opinion as everybody else is. And yes, I did have a little bit of a rant. But saying how you feel is good as well. You don't internalise it and then, you know, start to get headaches or you feel sick or whatever, because you're not acknowledging and kind of facing, if you like, and then let it out and let it go. Because we don't want, or I don't want my body filled with negativity. I really don't. You know, what is the point in doing all of this? The barefoot walking, the sun gazing, the grounding, the food, all of these things, if you then fill yourself with kind of stress and anger, frustration. So yeah, it's about focusing on things that I think are beneficial for me. Water. Oh. Well, Mustafa and I came and had a drink from the stream. And I must admit, I was a little bit more kind of, oh, are we really going to do this, than Mustafa was. Mustafa was kind of, yeah, let me get my hands in there and just get on and do it. You know, he has no fear, really. But I did find myself, I was kind of thinking, should I do this, and what if? And then you have to shut that up. That is the programming. Get your ball, honey. That is the programming. The don't step out of the lines. You know what I mean? Oh, the big bad wolf's over there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when I look back at the video, I just think to myself, Rose, how could you have been so nervous about doing something so natural? Yet you can just go and turn on a tap, and you know that that tap is going to release fluoride and God knows what other chemicals and dead water. But like, that's okay. So water has become a focus. There's a lot out there about water at the moment, guys. Lots of videos, lots of information. And it is what we are. We are water children. You know what I mean? We are made of water, and how water picks up the energies and feelings and emotions of us beings is amazing. And this water here, I have no idea where it comes from. I have no idea where it's going to. But it tasted lovely. And I should probably have some more. But what I've started to do is I looked on YouTube, and there's lots of people. That wood is beautiful, man. There are lots of people who are who have put up videos of, I think it's 528 hertz, which is the heart beat rhythm. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to have a go at doing this with water. So first of all, I thought, let's find a glass container, you know, that I can store the water in, and then write messages on the glass, and you know, love the water, bless the water, and so on. I thought, do you know what, this is ridiculous. There's no glass, there's no glass bottles. I've got vases, or vases as you say over there, wherever you are, but I don't have any glass. And then I found these glass decanters that Mustaf had bought at a car boot. So I thought to myself, okay, give them a wash, and then bless the glass. And then I filled it with tap water, not even filtered water. I filled it with tap water. I wrote messages on it. It was a square decanter, you know, these glass things that people used to put whiskey and stuff in. And I wrote on that bliss, joy, love, peace. And then I took this decanter thing into my living room, and I put these beats, these rhythms for water cleansing on. I plugged in the headphones, and I put the headphones over the decanter with the water in, and I played 2 hours worth of beats to this water. Yeah, and it does feel different. It really does feel different. So I have no idea. I have no idea at all. It all makes perfect sense to me. But I don't have any way of measuring whether the energy of the water, do you understand what I mean, that I've now made. However, I thought, get out of my bag. I thought today I would bring a little glass, and if I can get in here before Honey goes walking in it. Whoa. So I'm just going to stand over here, and I'm going to put some water in there. Can you hear the birds? Right, now look at that water. Can you see? Now that looks mighty clear to me. So what I'm going to do is I love you, I love you, I love you. And beautiful ice cold water. Lovely. Pine cones everywhere. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing, focusing on water at the moment and exercise. You know, people, and I'm not talking about all human beings, I'm talking about the majority of people do very, very little exercise at all in a day. And you know, I have decided that one of the things I really, really do want to do is make sure my body is well and flexible, and you know, go out, do some walking, do some star jumps, do some hopping up and down, run up and down stairs a couple of times. Whatever it takes, really. We should be doing this now. You shouldn't be doing anything, you just do what you want to do. I'm talking about what I'm going to do. So I have decided that exercise is important. And he's got my bag stuck on her head. Yeah. Exercise is important, pure water is important, grounding is important, sun gazing is important, but more important really than any of them is to keep this focus on love. The quality and the energy of the water changes when it knows that we love it. How cool is that? Right, honey, why are you sitting down? When she sits down, there's generally something up with her. So, what I'm going to do is leave it there, guys. I know it's a bit of a strange video, but I know what I want to say. It's because Ebby's not here, she's at the car. And I keep thinking, is she alright at the car? Maybe I should have put a lead on and brought her with me. And when my attention is directed to, you know, one of my children, my doggies, I can't think straight. So I'm going to go and leave it at that, and I'll be out with Alfie later. Hopefully you'll join us on a little bit of an adventure then. So, from Honey, who's eating something that's obviously miraculously good for her in the earth that I know nothing about, and Ebby, who's back at the car, and my booted feet, it's goodbye. Keep looking up, guys, and remember to enjoy life, live it. It's exactly why you're here. Bye. And have a last look at the beautiful water. I mean, the sound of it is just, I love sounds. Oh my goodness, see, I was brought down here to have a look at all of these. There's a whole bag full there. I mean, the colour, the clarity is just beautiful. So I must find out where it comes from. Hey ho. Right, say bye, honey. Whee! Bye everyone. Love you.